Hi, welcome to our first vlog. Um, it's just gonna be whatever doll related that I do. So first things first, I do have a package here from the Zone of Ammons. I love mostly stuff for the shop, so I figured we could open it together. And then I'm doing some work, which I'll show you after we open the package. Let's get to it. First things first, I got an organizer. I kind of wanted something to organize my lace better, my like trims and stuff that aren't on a roll. So we'll see if that works out the way I want it to. I have non-transfer paper because graphic tees. I've always just used this stuff. I don't have a Cricut. I don't really want to use a Cricut, so this is what I use instead. And then for backdrops, I've been trying numerous times to use foam board, and I didn't know until recently that you had to do moist things to each side of it to keep it from warping because tension and stuff. So I got holographic contact paper that I'm going to use to decorate a piece of foam board or two for my photo backdrops for the shop. And last but not least, the thing I'm the most excited about is essentially a bedazzler. It's the Heat Press Gems, also for clothing decorating. So I could do like some cool like Y2K stuff, or just to have it on hand in general if I want to do something for myself. So yeah, that's what I got from Amazon. So today is Friday the 13th. Matt and I have tickets to go see Friday the 13th and Friday the 13th Part 2 at the movies. We really like our local theater because they show older movies, and that's what we prefer. So we're looking forward to that. Today we've kind of done like our going out for Valentine's Day. We went to Target and Five Below, and then we went and got some Chinese buffet, which is one of my favorite places to go eat. I didn't really see anything at Target that I wanted to get today. So I didn't get anything at Target, but I did get some really interesting things from Five Below. So let me grab that and I'll show you what I got. So first was this acrylic shelf, which I thought was pretty cool. No idea where I'm going to put it yet. Actually, I got two of them. So we will see where these end up. Unfortunately, they don't have any hangers on the back. I don't know how easy it would be to attach a hanger to it. I don't know. We'll see. But I thought these were pretty cool. We could use them for like displaying shoes. There's another shelf right here. Shoes or little dolls like right here. I do have some little dolls that I've been wanting to display a little differently lately. So we'll see if I use this for those or not. I'll show you where they end up. Alright, on to your little stuff. I got this, it's like a Lazy Susan, and it's got the 4 compartments. I wanted to try it here on the shelf on my sewing desk for putting like, that looks weird, like sewing things and then I can spin it, you know. Because I got a jar of tools and I'm always having to like move stuff around, so we'll see how that works. See, I'll show setting that up. And then I found this. It's a card charm. Sorry, the window's right there. We go. But it's like a teacup and saucer. However, I thought the size could possibly be BJD size. So I'm going to take the chain off of it and we will test it and see how it looks for the dolls. This is a folding chair phone stand. However, my first thought was give him the chair. So, and it was $1, so a little folding chair. Could do that, something with that. This I got from my mom. It's a Winnie the Pooh blind box. She loves Winnie the Pooh, so I thought she could keep this on her work desk. And then last but not least, I was super stoked to find these notes. And then these last two things I was super excited to find because I've been seeing people showing off the ones that they've gotten from Daiso and sometimes Amazon. But those ones I think are furniture socks. This is pet socks. But I thought that they were so cute, so I'm excited to try these. These are the small size. Excited to try these on my girls. So we'll see. We'll do a show and tell on that. And that was everything I got at Five Below. Oh, and then we went grocery shopping last night. We went to Walmart, so we had to look at the toys, of course. And I found this. It's a Neopet blind box. I only wanted one. I don't need a whole collection of these. Anyway, I wanted to get one because I used to enjoy collecting Neopets. I liked having the figures. I didn't really play online so much, but I liked having the little figurines. So I wanted to get one, see if they were doll size, give my dolls a Neopet. So I'll go ahead and open this. I'll move the camera a little closer so y'all can see. So let me get that set up and open this. So let's have a look. Here is the back. I don't really have a preference for which one I want. I just think they're all pretty cute. So there is what you could get. It says this also comes with a virtual prize. I don't play on Neopets, so yeah. Anyway, alright, let's open this. Okay. I like how they have it in plastic, so you can't necessarily, like, feel which one it is. Yay, I got this one. I don't know what it's called, but I got that one. And I'm not concerned about the virtual price. Is that everything in the bag? Yes. That is everything in the bag. Okay. Well, I got this one. And it doesn't say names on the back, so yeah. Look at that paint job. My goodness. Maybe we'll have to customize this one ourselves and clean up that awful paint job. Maybe. So the other interesting thing that happened today was we came home from our excursion and we had a package in the mailbox and we opened it. Now, I don't know if any of you guys watch Naked and Afraid on Discovery, but Matt and I really enjoy it. You know, just like, especially the extra large challenges where they have like more people and they have to be out in the wilderness for longer. Anyway, we got some autographs from EJ. There you go. So I thought that was kind of cool. So hanging up on the wall with my other couple of autographs I have up there. He included some stickers, so I'm going to put this on my sewing machine. I thought that was pretty cool. Apparently he had messaged Matt to see if Matt would be interested in like a little package because Matt's military, he's military. So I guess that's kind of like a military thing. But anyway, so I thought it was very nice that he addressed one to me and one to Matt, one of his pictures. So anyway, so I'll hang that up at some point in the video. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get some more berets mapped out. You can see I got my little pattern right there before we leave to go see our movies. Yeah, so let's go ahead and like get into some actual work. Okay, so I finished drawing out my patterns on all of my different felts, and I got them like named, cataloged, that sort of thing. I was able to get 3 berets out of each thing of felt with some left over. So I got to figure out what I can use the leftover felt for because I'm not throwing that away. But anyway, while I was sitting here doing this, I was thinking that maybe on some I could put like a stem on the top, and then some I can bedazzle with a new bedazzler. So yeah, I'll probably have like a couple different options as far as decoration goes. Maybe I will try out embroidering a couple, because I did back in October, I think. My grandmother and I went thrifting and I got 160 pieces of embroidery floss for like $5. So I have a lot. Once I get these listed, I probably will order some other colors like black and white, blue, green, that sort of thing, because this was a like pink and red pack. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to pretty much stop here for the night. I might tidy up a bit because there is a little bit of time before we leave, but I do want to go kind of freshen up my makeup and stuff before we go. So anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Sunday. I have a few things I want to get done today. I have a couple orders that I need to get packed up and ready to go in the mail. I got this many berets cut out yesterday. That's extra felt that I gotta find something to do with. This is what I have left to cut out today. I'm hoping to get at least half of these sewn together. But first I want to work on a couple of other projects just to get some stuff done today. So let's jump into it. So I had a package arrive. I ordered a doll. I will put what it's called down below. But let's open her. I do have like a semi-repaint, restyle video planned for her. I've never had this kind of doll before. It's kind of like an Integrity Toys doll, I think. So let's see what she looks like. Slide that maybe. Yeah, all right, awesome. Oh, that's a pretty. Oh wow, that's like a not as squishy plastic as like Barbie. E42. Sorry, I guess I should get it down here in the frame where you can see, huh? Now the listing did say she's a little floppy, so I'll have to look and see how to fix that, but here she is, what she looks like. Very pretty hair. That's going to get restyled. Seems like she's in pretty good condition. So, it's very interesting. I like how articulated she is. That's really nice. I don't know if I like her. I might get more of these. Anyway, that is what she looks like. I do have some shoes on the way in the mail, and once they arrive, I will start to film her little repaint video. So anyway, back to work. Today, we've got a few things to do. I have to finish up an order for Blue Bow house shoes, slippers. I have to sew the top and the bow onto this one. I'm going to take some updated Etsy photos because I've updated my process for making these. So I'm going to go update those Etsy listing photos before I pick up the order. What else do I have to do? All my berets are sewn together, so now I can just decorate them. So I'm going to do that today. I do have to go out for a little bit this afternoon. Nothing fun, unfortunately. But that shouldn't take too long, and then I'll be back to work. So I'm going to finish up this order, and then we'll decorate some berets together. I do want to do some updating with my organization for my items. So I'll be doing that too. I don't know if it'll be on camera, but it will be done at some point. What else? I think that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, so let's get to work. All right, so got my Etsy pictures done, listing updated, and my order packed. So next, this is my box of, I think I counted 38 berets, I believe. Yeah, 38. And I think I've been trying to decide exactly how I'm going to decorate and like do the listings. Because I think I'm going to bedazzle one of each color and then have two plain. I think. Because I don't know that I'm going to do a stem on it either. I think I'm just going to do one bedazzled and then have a listing for bedazzled and then one listing for plain and have two of each plain, except for raspberry, because I made a raspberry beret for one of my dolls in my last video. So I think that's what we're going to do. Going with that, I decided, for sake of quality assurance, I think what I'm going to do is make like a pattern for the bedazzling, just so I know where to put everything. Does that make sense? I made some out of packaging just so they're a little sturdier. So let me grab this guy here. Because I don't think I'm going to go like all out bedazzled. I just want like, you know, some accents, like really pretty. Classy, I guess. Let me grab a piece of paper. Put that there and trace it. All right, and there is my center circle. Okay. And I do have a tag on there, so we'll make a little space for the tag so we know like what the back is, right? You can see that there. Okay. So maybe like towards the front, we'll do like a larger, couple mediums, and a couple little ones. Maybe something like that. Like I said, just something real like elegant and classy, so to speak. But I just wanted like a map of how to put them. We'll put like one more there. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Let me put my pattern away here. And then I have this now that I can stick in my pattern section and use it for reference for whenever I go to make other colors or more of these. Okay, dokie. Now I know that the kit came with a bunch of different options. So we have like multicolors, more multicolor, but these are bigger. Iridescent, which these are my favorite. And then clear and black. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I want to make sure that it's going to look nice with each one that I do, right? And we want it to be uniform, so to speak. Maybe we should just use the iridescent ones on all of them. Oh, I thought this was really cool. The kit came with like stencils. It's kind of where I got the idea to do like a reference. So anyway, let me pull out a couple of different berets because I want to make sure it's going to look nice with every color. I think it will. fine. Okay, we're going to do iridescent on all of them. Maybe on the next batch I'll do different colors. Set those to the side. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab one of each color. Hope you guys are enjoying these vlogs. I'm enjoying making them. It's a little tedious to pull out the camera every time I do something, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on our clothing rack because they are ready to go in the shop. Once they're pressed. Once they're pressed. Okay, they're not going up close right there. All right, so here are all the ones that we're going to bedazzle. Not in this clip. I'm going to do a couple and then you just have to pretend that you watch me do all of them. Now, let's grab some to practice with. I thought it was really cool they had a little dish thing too that you can put your gems in. So that's nice. Okay, heats up, interchangeable tip, silicone handle, light for when it's turned on. We got a size chart, awesome. All right, let me go ahead and get everything set up and we'll be right back. That's one thing I love about this desk is it has the outlet over here on the upper platform. So I don't have to get down on my hands and knees and plug it in. All right, let's do a yellow color because I don't see myself using it that much. Okay, now let's find the right tip for those. I've already put Heat Fix pearls on my shopping list. I think this one is our best, but is there another tiny one? I'm gonna need that. Okay, so I have a feeling this is going to be a semi-long process simply because I'm doing different sizes of gems. That one is the size, so let's go ahead and screw this in here. Apparently Arlo has decided that it is playtime, and it is not, in fact. Okay, let's turn it on. We are on. Okay, let's put that there. I'll just kind of take it easy on this. Let me grab. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for sake of practice. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna practice. No. Okay. How do we know when it's hot enough? Let's try and see. Oop, okay, that was not long enough. That's not even hot, so. Nope. Okay, let's try this again. Because clearly it's not hot enough. Did that work? All right, success. Ooh, that did a good job. Okay. All right, I like this. It's a fun little toy. Okay, it's not a toy. Fun little tool. Boop. 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 Make sure I'm not burning my desk. All right, this is awesome. All right, there's our bedazzled scrap of felt. So I'm going to put this to the side and we are going to work on a beret. Let me get a marker. So we're working on the medium-sized ones right now. Okay, so we'll go with open it first. And we need 3 mediums. All right. And I think once I have them all set, I will just kind of press over it again, just to make sure that we are adhered. Oh, that's awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the stack and map out the gem placement. Then we can speed run. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm about halfway done bedazzling my berets, and I had a package arrive, so let's go ahead and open it. I believe this should be a pair of glasses that I initially ordered for Charlie, so we'll see if that works or not. Large bowl up there. Let's see. It's well packed for sure. Got it. Well, I thought I had. There we go. Got it. Okay. Got some stuff on my shirt. There we go. I hope these are the right size. More. A little bit. There we go. Oh, those are cute. They're the tortoise shell. Let me take them out of the bag so you can actually see them. Tortoise shell, and they do hinge open and closed. I kind of have like a soft poet boy aesthetic for him, because he's based on Charlie Mackenzie from So I Married an Axe Murderer. So poet, you know, a lot of like sweatshirts and sweaters and comfy clothes, you know. So let me grab Charlie and we'll try them on him. So here's Charlie. He is my Smartdoll Take On Me in the Milk vinyl color. I'm so excited that I got him on the last drop that Danny put out, because I've been waiting for this guy to come back in stock, because this is the one I wanted, and the temptation to order another guy was there, but I couldn't. I want it. He's just so so sweet. Okay, let's try the glasses on. I wanted to make him some clothes this week. I don't know if I'll actually get to it or not. Please let this be cute. I might have to tuck them in his wig or something, because they're a bit slippery. I don't know. I've never really had a BJD with like full-on glasses before. Okay, we'll see if those will stay. Here he is. He's so cute. They are a little big. Look crooked. Look crooked. Look crooked. Sir. We'll figure it out. I might have to put like an elastic on the back or something. Okay. Well, you saw them on him. I'm going to figure out how to keep them on, but that's okay. Charlie has glasses now. So yeah. I'm excited to make him some clothes. I have some olive green stretch corduroy that I'm going to make him like some baggy-ish pants out of. And then like sweatshirts and stuff. And I have the iron-on transfer paper, so I can make like San Francisco t-shirt or something. So, or oh, the name of the beatnik cafe that he was in the movie. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so the funny thing about my smart dolls is they're all named after characters in Mike Myers movies. So Charlie Mackenzie, I have Cassandra, who is from Wayne's World. Doesn't look like her. I'm just taking the names and artistic liberties with my dolls. But Cassandra from Wayne's World, Fiona from Shrek, and then Harriet from So I Married an Axe Murderer. And Harriet and Charlie are a couple. So yeah, that was the package I got. I'm waiting for the heat tool to cool off so I can switch out the tip. Let me turn you around here after I shake the table. Oh my goodness. Okay, I did iron these berets here. So they are ready to be listed at the beginning of March. Hope you don't have motion sickness. Anyway, so that's what I'm working on. I'm so excited to get these berets done. Overall, it was not a very long project to do, which was nice. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to find something to do to kill a few minutes while I wait for the tool to cool off. Anyway, back to work. All right, so this was the idea I had to organize my stock here for the shop. I'm kind of hoping that maybe once back to school season hits, Walmart will have more of these collapsible crates. That's what I'm using. I would like to have more, but for now, this is a temporary fix. So I got my SD size stuff and then MSD, which I'll be working on some stuff today. So let me show you what I'll be working on for this Thursday. So I'm going to be batch making some slippers. You've seen me make a couple pairs this video. This was the very first pair I made. This is my prototype. So since then I have updated my process for making them, which I like a lot better. So anyway, today I'm going to be working on some MSD size slippers. I'm also going to stitch down the soles that I have made up already for the SD size. So yeah, that's what we'll be working on today. So these are what I'm going to be working on sewing together. It's the foam and then the felt lining that I have glued down. I got to dig my glue out. But I'm going to take the machine and stitch around the edge here. That way, when I'm done with that, I can just go ahead and stitch on the tops. And I don't have to go through the process of putting everything together when I get an order in and everything is just made up. Yeah, so let's see, what else are we working on today? I might go ahead and get started cutting out some things to sew together next week for the April 2nd drop, is what I'm thinking. Or this weekend I might just play around with making stuff for myself, because that's generally kind of my creative process. Is I get an idea, I make something for myself, make a prototype or whatever. Usually that's what I end up keeping, and then, you know, think about how I can make the process easier and look better, and then that's what I go with for the shop. So anyway, I'm going to get started on these slippers. Another thing I'd like to work on today is I have some jewelry that needs packaging made, so I need to make some jewelry packaging, which takes a while because I have to use glue and everything like that. So we'll see what all I cram into the rest of this video. But first, slippers. So I got these shoe soles sewn on the machine today. And then apparently in that little crate, I had a bunch of lining already cut out. So I'm going to cut out a bunch of foam, but not today because it is like 3 p.m. My plans for today kind of got derailed. If you've noticed in the video, I've been wearing a Band-Aid on my finger. Well, I had to go to the clinic and get that checked out. Everything is fine. It just looks a little ugly. So I will be wearing a Band-Aid, you know, for the foreseeable future until my nail gets better. It's my fingernail. Anyway, so that is what that is about. So if you see me with a Band-Aid, my hands are clean. It's a clean Band-Aid. It's not like gross. It's just a cover up. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here so I can get this posted on Friday. And I will see you all back here on Monday. I take Friday, Saturday, Sunday off of filming unless something cool happens. I'm hoping to go by Hobby Lobby this weekend to get more ribbon to make my clothing tags with. Other than that, I don't really have any plans, so we will see. And I will see you all back here on Monday. Bye!